Emily Carter was the kind of person small towns are built around. At 34, she was a registered nurse at Briar Hollow Community Hospital, a quiet place where most emergencies involved farm injuries or late-night fevers. Emily worked double shifts without complaint, baked casseroles for grieving families, and answered her phone at any hour.
What's going on? I'm on my
In
way.
Briar Hollow, people didn't just know Emily, they trusted her. So when Emily Carter didn't show up for work on a Sunday morning, people noticed immediately. At first, co-workers assumed something minor had happened. Maybe her phone had died. Perhaps she'd overslept after a long night shift. But by noon, concern turned into fear. Emily never missed work. Not once in 10 years. When police arrived at her small rented cottage that evening, what they found only deepened the mystery. Emily's car was parked neatly in the driveway. The doors were locked. Inside the house, everything appeared normal. Her purse sat on the kitchen counter, wallet still inside. Her phone charger was plugged in, but the phone itself was gone. A single coffee mug rested in the sink, half rinsed, as if she'd planned to come right back. There were no signs of forced entry. No blood. No broken furniture. It was as if Emily Carter had simply stepped outside and vanished. By the next morning, Briar Hollow was swarming with search teams. Volunteers combed nearby woods. Dogs tracked her scent to the edge of the road, where it abruptly disappeared. The town's biggest fear quickly took hold, a random act of violence. Briar Hollow sat just minutes from a state highway. The idea that a stranger could come in, take someone, and disappear terrified everyone. State police joined the investigation. For a brief time, federal authorities were consulted when Emily's phone signal indicated it had suddenly powered off late Saturday night. Investigators focused on the stranger theory. They checked traffic cameras. They questioned truck drivers. They reviewed reports of similar crimes in neighboring states. Days passed. Then weeks. The town grew quiet, not peaceful, but heavy. Candlelight vigils lined Main Street. Emily's mother stood beside her brother, Lucas Carter, pleading with anyone who had information to come forward. Behind the scenes, detectives began doing what they always do when the obvious answers fail. They looked closer. Her private life was not. A search of her laptop revealed encrypted messages exchanged with someone saved only as J. The messages weren't romantic, but they were emotional. Desperate. Emily was helping someone through debt, addiction, and repeated personal failures. Bank records showed regular cash withdrawals that didn't match her modest lifestyle. Co-workers mentioned she'd seemed exhausted lately. Distracted. One nurse recalled Emily quietly saying, "I can't keep fixing this anymore." Then investigators uncovered something else, something that shifted the entire case. Emily had recently filed a confidential complaint at the hospital. It alleged years of manipulation and misconduct by a senior staff member. Someone powerful. Someone respected. If Emily had planned to expose the truth, it could have made her a target. For a moment, it seemed the case had cracked open. The investigation turned toward Dr. Harold Whitman, the hospital's longtime medical director. Publicly admired. Privately guarded. Phone records showed Emily had spoken to him the night she disappeared. Whitman denied wrongdoing but couldn't explain the call. For days, tension gripped the town. People whispered. Rumors spread. Briar Hollow struggled with the idea that someone they admired might be capable of something unthinkable. Then forensic evidence changed everything. DNA recovered from Emily's scrubs found folded neatly in her bedroom didn't match Dr. Whitman. Lucas Carter had always lived in Emily's shadow. While she built a career and reputation, he struggled with addiction and gambling. Emily had been quietly bailing him out for years, paying debts, making excuses, protecting him from consequences. Those encrypted messages investigators found, they were from Lucas. On the night Emily disappeared, Lucas came to her house desperate for money. According to investigators, Emily finally refused. She told him she was done lying. Done covering. She has sacrificed herself. Neighbors later remembered hearing raised voices. What happened next unfolded in seconds but destroyed everything. Lucas admitted they had argued. He shoved her in frustration. Emily fell, striking her head on the kitchen counter. She never regained consciousness. Panicked and terrified, Lucas didn't call for help. He made a decision he could never undo. Weeks later, Emily Carter's body was recovered near a secluded lake outside town. The place she used to go when she needed quiet. The location felt cruelly intimate. Lucas was arrested without resistance. In court, he broke down, admitting he never meant to hurt his sister, only to silence the moment. He was sentenced to 22 years in prison. The hospital quietly settled the misconduct complaint Emily had filed. No charges were ever brought. Dr. Whitman resigned and moved away. Briar Hollow was left to mourn, not just Emily, but the belief that goodness always protects itself. Emily Carter wasn't taken by a stranger on a dark road. She wasn't the victim of some random act of violence. She was betrayed by someone she loved while trying to hold a family together. And in Briar Hollow, her name is still spoken softly, not because people are afraid, but because some losses never stop hurting. If you want more videos like this, please be sure to like the video, subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on more true crime videos. See you in the next one.